Lunchbox Awesome, we're going to be creating this really cute leprechaun with a rainbow bento box. To get started, we're going to put the lettuce in the base of our bento. We're going to need to cut out the veins if there are any. This is red leaf lettuce. Green leaf works just as well. Whatever looks pretty to you. Take your centers out, and then you just place it in the box to where corners show up at the corners of your box. And then that way the lettuce just kind of provides a little bit of lift in the bottom of the box to heighten your bread and everything, to make sure that everything fits really snugly when you put the lid on. Then next, we're going to go to our bread, and you can find the templates for this online, and just take your shears and just start to cut. Don't throw away your crusts. I'll have a recipe online where you can use those for a little tasty snack too. Bread's all cut. You've got the face of Leprechaun. Go ahead and start to assemble your sandwich. You can use whatever ingredients that you want inside the sandwich. For this one, we're going to be using corned beef and cheese, and part of the cheese will be some of your decoration. So whatever is left over, you'll be able to put inside the sandwich. You're going to need a little bit of mayonnaise or mustard inside, whatever you prefer to flavor your sandwich. This gives it a little bit of moisture, and then you're going to do the same thing with the cheese on the outside when you put that on. So for now, we've got our yellow cheese, which will be the beard of the leprechaun, and we've got a template for that as well. Put your template down, and you can simply use your paring knife or your shears to cut it out, or if you feel a little bit more comfortable, use your gourmet writers and actually trace the image on your cheese so that you can cut it out that way. You can see what you've got on the cheese. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. And then use the rest of the cheese inside in your sandwich so nothing goes to waste. And then you're just going to put a little mayonnaise on the back of your cheese just to keep it moist in the bento until lunchtime. So next we're going to construct the hat out of a bell pepper. You need a pretty wide slice to go for the brim of the hat. Just kind of a straight section. Then we're going to need the little top part. With the fruits and vegetables that you use, everything's going to be a little bit differently shaped. It's going to have to eyeball the piece and try to figure out what's going to be the best section to cut out for the shape and area that you're looking for. I'm cutting it so that I'm avoiding the seeds on the inside too, so I don't have to do a whole lot of prep getting the seeds out of the pepper. Start creating the pieces for the face, and one of my favorite things to use in the bentos, which my son absolutely loves, and most of you may go, really? Is nori. It's just sheets of seaweed that you use to wrap up sushi. Again, you can look at the template if you like. I'm just going to kind of eyeball everything and cut it out with my kitchen shears. Hang on to your little scraps because you'll need them for all kinds of little pieces for eyes and mouths and nose, and you just never know what. So even little sheets like this, just hang on to everything. You can put a little bit of mayonnaise on the back of these pieces to help stick them to the bread. For the rest of the eye, I'm just going to take a blueberry and I'm going to cut it in half, and then raw spaghetti. So you'll just snap off a little piece and stick it into the blueberry, and then stick it into where it goes on the face. I've already cut out the piece for the mouth and just place that on the face. I'll put a little bit of mayonnaise on it in a bit. We're going to take a little bit of a strawberry and just cut off the tip for the nose, and then we'll use a piece of spaghetti to secure that down as well. And then we're going to take a little carrot and carefully cut it in half and trim the edges. There we go. And then you can start to assemble your box. I've already put a little bit of pepper in the top to help where the hat is going to lay, to lift that up as high as the sandwich. So I'm going to use my spaghetti to help anchor this down into his head. And cut off the excess. I need to put his belt on his little hat strip. There's his little belt. So I've started layering the fruit around the sides in rainbow colors. A few things to add, a few blueberries. And you're just going to stuff those around and fill up the edges. So now we've got our cute little leprechaun, and voila! It's ready to go. So registered users can download the templates online at lunchboxawesome.com.